Hello, Cancer, to a timeless, love-varied reading of yours where we discuss however love may be absent or present in your life, or you just might be here because you caught a vibe and seeing whether or not anything within the storytelling time would be yours. Please bear in mind a few things before we get into your reading. I am Master 7th, aka 7th, that reads these energies for you should you want to know who she is, what she's all about, and what I have to offer. Please feel free to check out the description box below. I am a master healer. I provide remote wellness and/or tarot intuitive insights. I have other various links in the description box to help you navigate this channel and to get over to my sister channel. Cancer, this reading may provide you universal justice should you be here in Cancer being your Sun, rising, and or Jupiter position. Should it be anywhere else, you may be in search of emotional redemption, where I will suggest you check out my sister channel. Link is down in the description box below. This is a timeless message. However, not a one-to-one reading. This is a general collective. Use your discernment to take that of which belongs to you and leave the rest behind. All right, we're starting off with the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, I mean, you're keeping on. Keeping on. That's what you're doing, okay? And you're keeping things together. You're keeping the family unit intact. You're exhausted, but you're keeping what is yours together. And you are signing yourself up to fight for what it is that you want. Ace of Pentacles. You're on your way, I think, to solidify your grounding journey, okay? Whatever that territory is that you regenerate, re-energize, recuperate is what you're making more like a sanctuary for yourself, which is beautiful. And I see you, jeez, background noise, wild. I see you pushing through that energy though, the exhaustiveness of this energy. So I think what you're doing at this time is really focusing on things that you can control rather than the things that you can't control. And I think that's to your benefit because that's a strength of yours. You know, it's a strength of yours to be abundant and to meet your goals and to set them and to go on adventures and travel and be outside, be hands-on, being expressive. Like you can focus on those things, those variables, and you show up to those things. With that as, Ten of Pentacles. I thought it was almost going to be that Nine of Pentacles, but it's not. It's the 10. Yeah, but it adds a bit to the narrative, okay? But it didn't come out into the reading to want to exploit itself, is that there's a bit almost like a Four of Pentacles hold onto this energy where you're wanting to make sure that every piece is doing its part. We have the Two of Pentacles, the King of Swords. King of Swords. I feel like asking yourself questions during the times that you are fulfilling an assignment could be another form of meditation for you, like self-therapy. You know, whatever you do on a daily, but instead of being so inebriated in the work, like in overdrive, you're a bit more relaxed and humble and learning to slow down and take a breath. And in those moments that you're learning to also enjoy and continue enjoying what it is that you're putting your mind to, I think that's when there is like an element happening on the side, inside of your mind somewhere, that is asking questions and maybe formulating new questions, new form of inquiry of self, new sense of imagination, new sense of perhaps goals and things to strive for. There's no doubt about it that you're really shifting your attitude on things, which is great considering the readings that I've had here for you. Like, you're so enamored. I keep hearing the word enamored in what is yours, that you've almost lost the sight of yourself. And that would be an unfortunate consequence, especially if you're in the middle of being gratuitous to everything that you manifested and it came true, or it came into reality. Yeah, 8 of Wands. I do understand that for many readings, this energy implies that something fast is on its way to you, because there are 8 wands and it's fast energy. It's like 8 fires happening at once. But nothing about this says that there is this snapshot could be an illusion. One wand could be in distance of 600 yards or feet. I don't know why I said yards. I never say yards. But apparently yards. 600 yards. All right. The other one could be 1,000 feet. The other one could be 1 mile away. And the perspective that this picture is showing you is making them look like they're right next to each other. So as much as powerful this energy is to deliver or to let go wherever this energy is taking you, it's not saying it knows the exact spot. Fire never really operates in an organized form and fashion. So to consider that any message is going to come in with a solid mold of what it's going to look like would be almost impossible to read. So then how can we apply this as being this energy? Well, whatever this is, and whatever room you take up, you're doing it with so much passion that there is no chance that you won't be seen or heard or felt. And I think this has a lot to do with where you take your, like, I'm hearing the word sustenance towards the goals you want to achieve and the responsibilities of a certain role that you sign up for when it means being accountable for another human being, small or elderly, professionally or privately. Yeah, 10 of Swords, feeling the brunt of the weight of that chaos, because you don't know if this passion that you're feeling a lot of is hurting or helping. And if you're here, it's suggestive to assume that you're in a state of this energy while also in simultaneous contradiction of this energy, which makes it seem like you can't really choose, as this card suggests, the 2 of Pentacles, how to really feel. But the viewpoint that you have as a contender to your life makes you appreciative with what it is that you do have, and how pivotal of a role you have, because there are individuals who come seek you out for wisdom and guidance, or you make yourself available for that, whether you are a practitioner of some kind, a counselor, someone in the field of a teacher-esque kind of ability, and bringing inquisition to the mind, even if that's in a medical field or whatever you may be participatory in, okay? But although we have some form of clarity in the materialism of your world, there is a kink in the garden hose that's not preventing you to be really all of self. And then we have the magician energy. The question is, I think, how do we bridge the feeling of, well, I feel abundant and I know what I attract through the law of manifestation, because a lot of the things that I have are either based on religious context or based on the guides and the ancestors, whatever makes me become present in this life and makes me move forward in how to claim more of it. There is a shadow end of this energy that is the Ten of Swords, and the magician is trying to work with you and figure it all out. Yet the cloak around here in this image is pointing a rich symbolism for me at this point within this bubble of a reading, because who knows if you're wearing the same cloak of color as here, right? And that means you're still somehow either carrying the weight of where you once were wounded, and now you're kind of like have a piece of it still with you, without being able to recognize that maybe you need to take this off and remove yourself completely, like good riddance of something. And I think you and your universe is trying to figure that out and how to get that in a better alignment, all right? Since there's a kink in the garden hose, all right? And I really also like that since there's a kink in the garden hose here, not that I like this, but the kink in the garden hose is this analogy here, and you have the flower garden at the bottom, okay? And it's in the way, this energy is in a way of letting these flowers maybe be more voluptuous, more of a picture to say in the garden of the emotional self. Look at that. In the garden of emotional self, and then the Two of Cups comes out. I don't think there can be anything really sexier than this, huh? I mean, there could be a lot of things sexy, but hello. How sexy is that? Two of Cups energy. The ether is working with you to make a better connection of an alignment with yourself, starting to understand what this is without it being another person. This image of two being just representing yourself, which is this. Not two, just one. Not three, just one. And your two energies put together as one. And these energies spin out of control, and they're trying to get in the way with what it is that you want. Some of the things you need to let go of, some of the things you have to put a context. You get it. And things just seem so simple, huh? And they're like, whoa, it ain't. Oh, but how beautiful. Two of Cups energy. Okay, is it golden? I don't know. I think that's the whole point of trying to figure out why also the Ten of Swords is here, why you feel imbalanced yet passionate, why you feel overrun with having, your universe and your God and your mind and your ether, but reality is like, what the fuck am I getting wrong? Why do I feel like I'm getting spiritually slapped, or I'm getting like road bumps in the third dimension? All right, we have Page of Pentacles, because there are still elements to you being, although you're a King of Swords and you can be a teacher, there are many ways that you are still a student, still needing to grow, maybe still needing to have an open mind about something, maybe be admissive, showing admittance about something, almost like a confession, because a confession can have a reward. Jesus. All right, Page of Cups, learning slowly and wisely how to get this reward, whatever this reward is. Remember, this reward is tied to the energies that you've been working on since the beginning of the reading, the Eight of Pentacles, the things that you put aside, because either it's a thing that to go back to here, or a finished product, right? But either way, you're feeling in a lot more ways than one, you feel gratuitous, okay? And that has paid off due to what you know, the resume of your former type of thinking and desire and wanting has brought you your material world at this time. And then there are elements to the truth of this passion, although it's of course heavy and not to get away from, because you more or less can't. It's feeling this energy of a reminder that you just can't get away from this. You can't get away from the things that are unspoken, and also the milestones to get you to be in the gratuitous energy that you are now. There are a lot of individuals, side note a bit, that have dabbled in tarot, have dabbled in the esoterics, have dabbled in years, learned through it in their own intuitive processes, learned through their ways of whether or not they feel themselves being their own version of gods or goddesses, or connection of a higher self and deity of self and manifestation, and has gotten rewards for their involvement, and the rewards has also come with karmic residual of a mess, and this has put the person in a bit of a juggle with themselves as to why they secretly are feeling this when what they're actually presenting themselves and other people is the King of Swords energy. However, what they offer materialistically, no shame to the game though, so sorry, is small. Okay, now this is also with heat caution, and decide now whether or not you want to follow me or not. But for any Reiki practitioner 1 or 2 who are doing some deep, heavy healing or trying to for other people, are keeping themselves in this energy, aka it's not really, it's just moving around, it's not going anywhere, okay? And it's not that it's not going to have reward, it's going to have reward, as much as the reward also may come with consequences if you don't know how to balance both energies out and to detoxify them equally. Not a little bit of just the light and not a little bit just the dark, but equal dosage amount of removal of light and dark. Because you're not attuned to be a master Reiki practitioner. And that is a big esoterical no-no, at least in the viewpoints of me, 7th, reading these energies for you, okay? So that might just be a bit of a, let's say, a kink in the work mindset, okay? Because you are learning that maybe the feeling that you had going in is something that you may have to go back to and revisit. Meaning maybe it's time to just back off from a couple clients until you feel like you've elevated to another level. Because I feel that some of you feel that you're stuck in this cycle of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and yet you're looking to level up. You know, maybe that level up could be, instead of being just level 1, level 2 for this Reiki analogy of like a metaphor, is to then become a master Reiki healer. Okay. Side note though, one of the reasons why I have some of these opinions and these messages is due to what I provide as me being a master healer on my own in my own doing. Okay, so read upon it if the information is down below for you to ponder and have at it. Okay, so page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups is asking you to be truthful with yourself and be truthful with how you became who you are now without shunning and putting fallacies on things that also helped shape who and what you are. Some of you have turned your backs onto tarot. I don't know how you're here then in this reading, but whatever. We all have our little secrets. But yeah. Someone wants to pick up a pen and start writing. You know, maybe this is journaling. Right, it's like actual ink flow, okay? Pen to paper, calligraphy kind of thing, not texting. We have the world energy. Now, if this is about starting blaming the world around you, Cancer, I swear I am not. I am not going down that rabbit hole with you. And for y'all crying out, well, why are you not reading the energies? This is a call for a deep one-on-one that this reading is not interested to deliver. Or it can't. It can't deliver that. Not that it won't, it just can't. Find the contradiction, make it work. The whole world is comprised of contradictions. It's part of the world having the biggest secrets. Ten of Cups, the rabbit hole's going crazy. The rabbit holes of feelings of self. The tea times, the workshops, the gatherings of people that you have where you may speak your word and people love the way you talk. But there is something about inside of you that you do not talk about, or you deny what it is you know. Oof, this is interesting. This goes so deep into the rabbit hole here that some of y'all have had past life regressions done or administered them. I don't know, whatever. But past life regression, okay? Pretty much damn near know what kind of belief you had in the past life, and it's not the same that you're practicing now. That's all I'll say to that, because I don't want to ruin your show. We have the Five of Pentacles. It's that kink in the garden hose, you know? But this is the kink of having to justify the stressors, the things you consistently show up to but are just exhausted and physically whatever, need regeneration. This is the cup of I'm emotionally just... It's a long story with all these books. And it's your story, and you're prideful of this story. So that's not the negative part. It's also, however, not the positive. And that's the problem with these energies, especially if it then also has the Five of Pentacles, where it's you're gaslighting the situation. You're gaslighting the truth of the situation. Maybe you put your secrets in a journal, put it in away on the bookshelf, never to be read again, and you think that just because you did that, it was a way to kind of like cut the cord of something. The fact that it's still in your bookshelf is not cutting the cord. It's very much still real in your energy zone. There to remind you that, yep, I'm still here. So very much connected to you. You don't look at me. You haven't looked at me maybe for fucking years. Maybe chose not to. I don't know. But just know that if somebody were to crack me open, it would give me the tea. The Ace of Cups. The final T. The final T. Y'all are esoterically done. Like, y'all are like, I'm just done. You're like, yay, but no. The Chariot. A lot of people in old traditional tarot say this is your energy. I think it wants to be. Not to take this energy away from you if you really claim it to be yours, okay? Yet, I'm getting a little bit of Libra energy here from this, okay, at this time. More on the judicial factor of this being a major arcana, okay? Not that it's tied to the sun sign or moon sign or whatever sign of a person in your life or even yours. This is the Justice card of self through the work you've put in. Because somehow, some way, you are in charge of keeping the fire lit in that hot air balloon. If that don't ring a bell, let me just remind you of this energy of the Eight of Wands, where we said that passion is wicked wild, all right? And you've been charging it up, and you've been reaping the rewards and dancing in the cloud. Beautiful Facebook pictures, beautiful memories, put them all like little scrapbooking or whatever. And then if somehow a little tiny boop boop of a hole got into this little tiny balloon, it all would deflate and chaos would ensue. Would you be ready for that moment? The final T? Give me the final T. What's the T on Cancer, eh? What is this T on Cancer? Give me the T. Y'all had me out here for a while. The Knight of Pentacles. It's in the work you do. The secret is in the work you do. And that is where the story ends. All right, Cancer. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.